For those who was on the live, know that today I was supposed to have a date. Well, he did call me back. We talked on the phone, but he never firmed up the plans for today. I talked to him on Sunday. He was trying to get together on Sunday. Couldn't make those plans work. He got caught in some traffic or something. Didn't hear from him at all on Monday. I called him. He didn't answer. Didn't call me back. I ain't heard from him all day. And I think it was 5 o'clock when I booked my flow therapy. So I'm like, 5 o'clock, I ain't heard from you. We ain't going on no dates. So I decided to make use of the evening. So I booked myself a sauna and a float. And I'm currently in the sauna right now. And the temperature's going up. It is currently 102 degrees. Hopefully you can see that. Hey ladies, it's Tamika TTC. So, I'm gonna make dinner for the first time on this channel. So I have a hankering for some chicken alfredo, but of course on keto I can't have regular noodles. However, I found at the market, the Bertolli was buy one get one free, and this is mushroom alfredo with portobello mushrooms in it, and a quarter cup, which is 7 servings in here, is only 2 grams of carbs. So hopefully that'll focus. It's not focusing. I'll put a picture. It's only 2 grams of carbs. So yeah, that's not bad, right? And there's less than 1 gram of sugar. It's got 2 grams of protein. So I plan to use this, but like I said, I want chicken alfredo, right? However, I didn't defrost my chicken. My chicken is still frozen. So I'm going to use my favorite appliance, a new wave oven. Okay, so a new wave oven, this is not sponsored by the way, basically allows you to cook food from frozen to cooked in almost no time. So I'm going to get about 1 pound of chicken, which is basically 3 pieces. I'm going to try to find similar widths. Okay, similar thickness in here. Alright, so, right, that's maybe a little less than 1 pound. I don't know, let's just say these 3 pieces are 1 pound. So, they're about half inch thick, and that's fine. So with the new wave oven, it's 7 minutes on each side. I'm not so concerned about it being cooked because I'm going to put it in a pan. I really just need it defrosted and as cooked as I can possibly get it. Okay? Alright. So there's my frozen chicken. You saw me pull it out the freezer. It is frozen, right? It's got ice on it. Alright, so I'm putting that there. Let me rinse my hands. Okay. Sorry. So I just put that on there. Got my new wave oven. So on 400, for 7 minutes, and I'm gonna let that cook. Alright, so basically I need about 14 minutes. So I'm gonna pause here and then come back. Okay ladies, so I'm back and it's time to flip my chicken over. Ooh, that's hot in there. Give me a second. Alright, so it's basically cooked on one side. Now I didn't season the chicken. You can actually season it while it's frozen and cook it. I didn't season it because I plan to put it in the pan. So, alright, so I'm flipping it over and I'm putting it back on. Back on here for another 7 minutes. Okay, so that's going. Let me rinse my tongs here. Alright, so while that's going, I want to do one thing, and that is my extra mushrooms. So I love Baby Bellas, and these are pre-sliced, but they do need to be washed. But they're also an excellent source of vitamin D, and as you can see, I mean, they've got a little bit of carbs in it, not very many, and these have 2 grams of protein. I've had another brand that I get from Walmart that is a high protein brand, so it's got a lot more protein in it, but I mean, I'm using chicken. So I'm gonna rinse what I want here, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I'm back. All right, so what I want to do is preheat my pan here to, I guess it's kind of like a medium. It's 6.5 on here, and I want to saute my mushrooms before I add anything else. So what I have here is some ghee, so some organic clarified butter. Smells like regular butter, kind of tastes like regular butter. To me, it's like over glorified butter. I guess it was super expensive, so I'm just gonna make the best of it. Let me see what kind of utensil I got here. So on a little spoon, we rinse this off. Almost forgot to put my mushrooms back. Alright, so that's warm. I'm just gonna, this butter is a little hard, so I just want to really get a good utensil to scoop with. But it melts really quickly, and it has a high smoke point, which means you can do some pretty high temperature cooking with it before it'll burn. So this is a non-stick pan. I really don't need oil, but I just want the extra butter. Okay, now I'm no chef, but I do a little bit. What you doing, Sky? She's over here on the floor. I don't know, you can't, maybe you can see her back right about there. She doing something. I don't know what. Okay. So I'm gonna put my mushroom in here. because I want this to sort of cook down. My chicken is cooking. This is a almost kind of see-through container there. But I'm going to cut that up into little pieces. Oh, goodness me. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. It's late. This is going to be a late dinner. But I just really felt like some chicken alfredo and alright. So I just need that to saute a bit. And I've got my cracked pepper. Right, just to season up my mushrooms. I like a lot of pepper, especially in alfredo. And I've also got some pink Himalayan salt. As you can see, I use it quite a bit. So just want to salt that up a little bit. But I really just want to like soften the mushrooms. And these are like really big. So when they get soft, I can cut them up in littler pieces. But they're going to shrink as well. Alright, so my chicken is essentially done. While that is sauteing, I'm going to get my cutting board. Okay. Got my cutting board here. Alright. Steam, burn my arm. Okay. So, here's my chicken. For the most part cooked. So, it's been flipped. Right? You guys can't really see that yet. So, that's pretty much cooked. This one might be a little raw on the inside, but that's okay. Ow, that steam. It gets really hot in there. Alright. Let me keep letting that saute. And then I'm going to cut my chicken up here. Just kind of move it out of the way to see that. Don't look at my messy, messy kitchen. Okay. So this is kind of a big no-no. I haven't given my chicken a chance really to rest, but that's okay. Because I'm not even really expecting it to be really completely cooked, but for the most part. So when you cut it before it's had a chance to rest, all the water and the juice kind of comes out. Oops. So, you know, I'm in a rush here. I'm in a rush, so I'm fine with the juices sort of coming out. But that one was cooked all the way through, no pink. I just want to mix that up a little bit. My mushrooms are getting soft. Alright. Let's cut another piece of chicken. Ooh, that one sprayed a little bit. Alright. So, my little chicken chunks. This one is pretty much cooked all the way through. I need a better tool to hold it in place. So that's pretty much through. And this chicken is cooked. And even though I didn't season it. It's got flavor. Alright, so this one may or may not be cooked all the way through. But we're going to find out. Yeah, it's still a little raw. But that's okay. Because in the middle, because this one was a little thicker. So I would have needed more time in there. Because this one was a little bit thicker than the other two pieces. So that's fine. What I'm going to do here is toss this piece in sooner. This piece of chicken, I'll toss this in a little sooner than the rest. So that gives a chance to cook. Alright, cook all the way through before we put the rest of the chicken in. So that part was cooked. Or maybe I'll throw the whole piece in. Alright. Let's meat. Okay. So, mushrooms are getting pretty soft. I just need to get my chicken here cooked through. So, and if they're in slices, that'll happen pretty quickly. That's all turning white really nicely. Alright, so I'm actually going to get my mushrooms out here. Nice and soft here. Alright, so basically what I want to do is just cut them up. I didn't want to do this in the pan, but I'm not really trying to dice it. I really just want some smaller pieces of mushroom. Really. Okay. So however they get cut is how they get cut. Nothing special. Just some smaller pieces here. Alright. So my chicken here. Alright, give me a minute. I'm going to have to get my phone charger in a minute because this is about to die. I got about 5% left on my phone. Alright, so my chicken's pretty much cooked. At least the piece that was a little on the raw side. So I'm going to take all of this and stick it back in here. Alright. Juices and all. Okay. So, mushroom. Okay. So before this chicken gets dried out, now I'm going to put my alfredo in. Now, y'all know the 7 secret to getting everything out the jar. You stick a little water in it. So, got a little bit left in the jar. I put a little bit of water in. This is how I watch my mama do it. And basically you shake it up. It's fine. The water will cook off. I do the same with spaghetti sauce. Here you guys can't really see me. Alright, I do the same with spaghetti sauce, so no worries there. Alright, so just get as much out of the jar as I possibly can. And I just want to bring this to a little bit of a boil. Ooh, the pepper I put on that, on the mushrooms, I can taste it. Yes. Okay. So just want to mix this up real good. Let this get to a boil, and then I'm going to turn the heat down so that it simmers. And then I'm going to go get the charger for my phone, and then we can finish this up. Okay? So we kind of let this catch up. Kind of let it catch up to a boil. Everything in here was hot already, except that little bit of water and the actual sauce. So it's already starting to bubble. I just wanted to get to a full boil. Okay, so I've got a little boil here, so just mix it around, get some of the hot part in the middle, around here to the sides. So all that flavor from the alfredo is going to get in my chicken, and then I'm just going to turn this down to like a 2.2 and let that simmer. So I'm going to clean up here a little bit and then come back. Alright? Alright, ladies, I'm back. So the pièce de résistance. I can't use regular noodles, so I'll be using zucchini. Okay, so I know Simply Tanika is a fan of my zoodles, and I do have an apparatus to make my zoodles because, well, it's just cheaper that way. Alright, so this is good and simmery and creamy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, so here's my apparatus. Oops, kind of coming apart. Alright, so this is a Veggetti Pro. I got this from Bed Bath & Beyond. Of course, I use a 20% off coupon because who shops at Bed Bath & Beyond without a 20% coupon? Again, not sponsored. Alright, so basically it comes with 3 different spirals. A thick spiral, a ribbon cut, and a thin spiral. I like my zucchini thin, so I'm using the thin spiral there, so that just snaps. All this is completely manual, but I always hurt my nail, ouch, when I do that. Okay, so that pretty much comes out and snaps in, and then this is the crank. I'm basically going to show you how easy this is. So if you guys can see, goodness me. Okay. Be careful. I just stabbed myself. Okay. These little things here, yeah, they're sharp. Safety first, people. Safety first. Okay. So I stabbed myself pretty good. And I just need to apply a little pressure to my finger here because it's still bleeding. So for now, I'm just going to wrap it in this paper towel. Okay, okay. So be careful. The sharp stuff is sharp. Alright, so basically this is the side the zoodles are going to come out on. Now they tell you to cut both ends. I don't cut both ends because while this part pushes in, it doesn't push completely in because it's kind of got like a guard here, so it doesn't always use exactly the whole vegetable. So I always cut one end and then I leave the other end Okay, so first what I do is line my zucchini up. Alright, this one is a little, let me take this off. Alright, because this zucchini is a little long. So the first thing I do is line my zucchini up with the hole there to make sure that it's for the most part centered. And then the crank kind of comes on here and then sort of sticks into the back there. Now my crank, let's see if I can lock that. Alright, now because this is a crank, it can move, so it's got a little suction on the bottom. So I'm gonna set the suction here so that this doesn't move. Alright, if I can get this. Alright, come on. Ouch. Okay, listen, I'm just tearing myself up. Alright. I usually don't do this on the stove, but I don't want to I don't feel like repositioning the camera. So my wrist kind of hit the rim here on this pan. Alright, so let me take this out because I can't get this. Alright, so let me take that out and then apply the suction because I need a little bit more force. Alright, so I'm going to reapply this in somewhat of the same spot. And then apply that there. And then I'm going to lock that in place. Alright. Now let's get some zoodles. Let me see. Usually, alright. So I have to push in. There's a handle over here. Here it comes. Alright, so they come out nice, long, thin zoodles. And the handle here, I usually do this the other way around, so the handle is on my side. But basically, you use the crank and you use the handle to apply force so that it's always moving forward. And you just get a whole plate full of zoodles. And to be quite honest, one medium zucchini is enough for me, anyway, for a serving. If you're one of those people that doesn't like to make the whole box of noodles. I don't like to make the whole box of noodles. My niece, on the other hand, she makes the whole box of noodles. It drives me insane. Because it's like the noodles always go to waste. Because there's never enough sauce for the whole box. So, I'm almost at the end here. And this isn't moving anymore. So, that's the whole zucchini. With the exception of this core. And I can pretty much just break that off. But this is part of the zucchini. I like to eat this. No zucchini goes to waste. So I like to eat it. Alright. This is what was left. Again, I like to eat the core. Okay. Now, there's a little bit of a mess on the other side. It happens just like, you know, when you use a grater. There can be a little bit of a mess. So let me take that suction. There's a little bit of a mess. But again, as you saw, all these parts come off. So this machine is really easy to clean. So Veggetti does have a non-manual version of this, which of course would be a little bit cleaner, but I couldn't justify the price. I couldn't justify the price, so alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to put this off. I'm going to rinse it and then put it off to the side here. The best part about it is that it's fast and there are no electric parts to go bad. So unless you break the plastic, which I would think is hard to do, you must be mishandling the thing if you break it. I mean, it should last you forever. Alright, so I saw somewhere that when you salt the veggetti, it kind of keeps them crisp. This is a vegetable after all. You put heat on it, it'll start making water. So I'm just going to salt this a little bit. Last time I had veggetti, I salted it and it was just way too much. Too much salt for me. I didn't care for it. I ate it, but I didn't really care for it. Alright, so I have this whole plate. Can you imagine having this whole plate of pasta? And how many carbs that would be? Oh my gosh. Can I tell you something funny? I went to the store. I'm in the store shopping. I'm trying to pick out a vinegar, okay? And this woman goes, she stops me. Now, I don't look like I work in the store. I was just in the store today. I'm dressed just like I'm dressed right now. And she stops me and she says, "Excuse me, do you make fried rice?" Oh my God, that's so good. Okay. And I said, I mean, I've made it before. I mean, you're looking for Asian fried rice. She said, "My son makes it all the time, but I don't know what kind of rice he uses. I mean, is it brown rice? Is it regular rice?" And I'm like, well, I guess it depends on what you're making it, but it's really all about the flavor. As far as I'm concerned, you can fry any kind of rice. Uncle Ben's, brown rice, white rice, sticky rice, jasmine rice. You can pretty much fry any kind of rice if you cook it al dente. So, anyway. And then I helped another couple find the breadcrumbs. I'm just so helpful. Alright, so my zoodles are good and salted. They taste awesome. And so now there's nothing left but my alfredo. Let's rinse my hand off there. So I'm kind of mad that I stuck my finger. Alright, so we got some chicken, and I have some left over for like dinner or lunch tomorrow if I feel like zoodling anymore. But Tanika, hopefully you see how simple it was to zoodle. Right? And you can use squash, yellow squash, as well. You can use yellow squash as well as zucchini. So really mix it up and make the plate colorful. So I haven't ventured into yellow squash just yet, but we'll get there. Alright, so here is my zoodle chicken alfredo. So I just poured that there, and I'm just going to top it with a bit of Parmesan because I can. It's keto, and Parmesan has 0 carbohydrates. And pepper. I love a lot of pepper with my alfredo. Okay. So I got my protein. And I got my vegetable. It's all on the paper plate, but who cares, right? We got zoodle alfredo. Chicken zoodle alfredo. It's not really fettuccine, but it'll do. Right? And this is a big heavy plate, so hopefully I can finish it. Alright. So, if I feel like it, I might make myself a low carb dessert. I bought some, but we'll see how I feel. I might just save that for like tomorrow, because I don't really feel like making it today. Right now, I'm just going to go eat. So you ladies, have a good one. Sticky baby, that's to all those TTC. Bye.